on everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today it is with my pleasure to give you all a walk around and tour of this beautiful 2022 Ford Mustang GT Premium. The GT Premium steps up the ante from the GT and gives you a couple of nicer goodies. In this case, this vehicle in particular does have a black styling package, which does decorate the grille, the wheels, as well as the roof. You also do have the active performance valve exhaust system, which you guys are going to hear in just a moment. And this vehicle does have the Ford Co-Pilot 360, which means you have the upper hand of being safe while on the road. Now, with that being said, this Mustang here is quite nice for what it is, and the color just looks absolutely stunning. With that being said, a huge thank you to Bob Thomas Pre-Owned, which is a part of the Thomas Auto Group here in McKinney, Texas, for giving me some time with this one today. And so, without further ado, let's go ahead and start her up and check her out. As you can see, the key fob here does include a couple different buttons, such as your unlock, lock, remote start, trunk release, and panic alarm. To remote start the vehicle, just simply make sure the vehicle is locked and double click the remote start button. And you can hear that active performance exhaust system come to life. And that 5-liter V8 is purring really, really nice. With that being said, so as you start things off here, you do have a very nice and unique grille. Really, really cool to see. And of course, this is the blacked out package, so you do have the blacked out pony and the blacked out grille. As you can see, this being the premium package does give you LED daytime running lights, as well as LED headlamps. And of course, you do get your turn signals down at the bottom. But this car definitely sounds amazing, and I cannot wait to rev up the engine and let you guys hear it in just a moment. And then of course, when you're done, just click the remote start button and we'll shut right off. As you can see, we're taking a look at a set of Westlake radial tires on 19-inch wheels. These are 255 40R19s all the way around. You also have your black 5.0 badge, as well as your black colored mirror caps, which look really cool. And of course, you do have the black roof liner like I was just talking about, which comes as a part of that black styling package. With that being said, the Mustang GT Premium does come standard with a smart key access system, allowing easy access to both the interior as well as to get out of the interior. As long as you have the key fob on you, come to the door handle. There's a touch sensor right here. Put your hand in. The vehicle indicate unlocking, and the window, or excuse me, the glass of the window will drop an inch for clearance. And then to lock the vehicle up, tap right there, and the vehicle will indicate locking. The exterior color of this one is finished off in grabber blue metallic with the ebony perforated leather interior. Coming over to the door, as you can see, you do have a very nice, not nice, but it's hard touch plastic material up here. You do have some soft touch material right down here. You do have some stitching that kind of runs through the door, which looks really impressive. You also do have this very nice aluminum door handle. You do have some ambient lighting currently showing right there, which is really cool. 3-person memory seating, your unlock and lock switches, your window controls here, and your mirror controls here, and which mirror you're going to adjust. You also have a little storage area down here, and you do have a speaker in the door panel here, which looks really nice. You also have a Mustang kick plate right here, which looks really, really cool. To start the vehicle, just simply have the key fob on you, whether that's in your pocket or within the vehicle itself. Put your foot on the brake and hit the button to go. Lovely. that 5-liter V8, man, sounds absolutely intoxicating. But anyways, guys, this vehicle does have a fully leather-wrapped rack and pinion power wheel, which is very nice. You also do have paddle shifters here on both sides. You have controls here on both left and right sides as well. Left is going to house controls for your audio controls. Down here is going to be for your cruise control. Over here is going to be for your settings, for the, not settings, your buttons for the screen here, as well as voice activated Bluetooth. And then you do have telephone controls, settings, audio right here, and then this is a Mustang mode right here, which is going to really up the ante when it comes down to the performance of this vehicle. Now, with that being said, you do have a 12-inch fully digital gauge cluster with 2 main gauges. To the left, you're going to have your tachometer. To the right, you're going to have your speedometer. And right in the middle is going to be your driver information center. Now, this vehicle does have the fact that it's low on tire pressure, and that's because it is very cold out today with that big temperature drop from yesterday to today. So go ahead and do that. Currently, we're taking a look at the average fuel economy, and this vehicle does indeed have just over 27,000 miles on it. Gear selector is right next to that, and then of course your miles to empty. With that being said, as we go through this little section here on the steering wheel, we'll be able to go through a few menu items here. So like I said, fuel economy is going to be what we're taking a look at first. Tire pressure, a blank page, trip 1 information, trip 2 information, and then back to your fuel economy. Coming over here, we're taking a look at a 8-inch display here with the updated Sync 3 system, which was introduced around this time in 2022. This, of course, is a pretty nice system, and it's still modern a couple of years later. As you can see, you're going to have a few things on top, which does include your cabin temperature, current time, exterior temperature, and then, of course, you can adjust the, not adjust, this is going to be for the front passenger, their temperature. Of course, with that being said, you're going to be walking with kind of a split screen setup here. You're going to have navigation to one side, you're going to have your audio on top and phone connectivity at the bottom. Let's go ahead and tap on the map. As you guys can see, the map quality is pretty good. As you can tell, it does look really nice. You also do have a couple of other things here, such as you can search for different places. You have your menu down there. Of course, you can zoom in and zoom out, as you can see. Pretty nice to see. Navigation icon there, where you are, direction, and all that stuff. This, of course, is going to be for your little sub-menus down here. So let's go to audio.
Let's give flavorful fare.
Go ahead and turn on the audio for copyright purposes. So it's going to show you what source is playing on the radio, what's playing on the radio, different preset stations, which I believe you have up to about 18 different ones, as you can see here. So, pretty cool to see. You have your direct tune, with which you can set up different tuning stuff in here, which is nice. So that's what this is for. Come to climate, you can adjust the temperature, adjust fan speed, as well as the fan positioning as well, which is nice. Coming to phone, you can connect to a phone in here or add a phone if you want. We just managed to look at navigation a minute ago. Different apps such as connect to device, find mobile apps, and SiriusXM Travel Link. And then you have different settings such as sound, clock, Bluetooth, phone, radio, navigation, mobile apps, general settings, 911 assist, Wi-Fi, automatic updates, Ford Pass Connect, Android Auto, vehicle display, as well as voice control, as well as valet mode. And we come back to the screen here where we were just looking at a second ago, and that's a quick rundown of the infotainment system in the Mustang GT Premium. Coming down below that, you do have, let me zoom out the camera a little bit. As you can see, you do have your volume knob and tuning knobs, controls for your audio in the middle. This button right here turns the screen off. Or not turn the screen off, it turns the radio off, which is nice. So that's cool. You have your heated and ventilated seats for the front and front passenger, max AC, max airflow, fan speed, fan positioning, and all that stuff, of course. Recycling is at the very bottom, as you can see. AC button right there, auto, as well as rear ventilation, which is what this button is for right here. You do have your different upfitter switches here, but they include certain functions such as a hazard button right there, traction control off, your I believe that's either your heated steering wheel or steering wheel controls, and then your different modes. This vehicle, of course, does come with a 10-speed automatic transmission, and as you can tell, it does give you a decent backup camera with guidance lines, and they do adjust as you turn the wheel. You also have a top-down view as well. Down here, you have a little area you can plug in a device. You do have two cup holders here, which are very nice. You can open up your glove compartment from either side. And you have a decent amount of space in here. USB port in there as well. These seats are very nice and comfortable. I love the look of them. I love the bolsters of them as well. They do look really nice. Love the stitching as well. It does look really, really good. And overall, the seats look, like I said, they do look pretty nice to kind of just sit down and relax in, of course. With that being said, you do have your mirror right here. You do also have controls for your lights. Passenger airbag light is right there. You do also have your 3-person garage homing system, visor, with a little mirror inside of it, of course. And then come over to the far left, you are going to have controls for your headlights, gauge and air switches, and this, I believe, is going to be for your lights, your turn light, the turn marker light there. But the moment that you all have been waiting for, let's go ahead, open the door, and let's rev this 5-liter V8 a little bit, because it does sound pretty good. I mean, what a car. But anyways, let's go ahead and let's take a look at the rest of the Mustang. Now, of course, keep in mind this is a 2-door vehicle, so you can just go ahead and use this right here, or not this, but you can go ahead and adjust the seat, and that way you can get into the back of this vehicle. But as you can see, this is what the back looks like. Really wouldn't put anyone back here. Definitely would put groceries back here, or even a backpack. But that's pretty much about it. It does have your easy fuel, capless fuel filler, as well as an illustration of how to use the fuel, or how to fill up the car with fuel at the gas station if you're using a traditional fuel pump, or gas tank rather. This one does have a unique rear spoiler, which I do like. GT badge in the back. Of course, this GT Premium does have LED taillights. Idle just sounds really, really good. One of the best things about the Mustang is going to be cargo space, and as you can see, it's pretty average in comparison to some of its competitors. You're looking at it right around 13.5 cubic feet of space, which is, again, pretty much on average. Overall, not bad. Now, that's probably the reason why you'd go for the coupe over the convertible, as the convertible takes away about 2 cubic feet of space, bringing it down to about 11 cubic feet of space. So, overall, you are going to be getting better cargo space if you go for the coupe than the convertible. Under the hood of the Ford Mustang GT Premium, we're taking a look at a very powerful engine, and it's tried and true. This, of course, does come standard with the 5-liter V8. It's made to that 10-speed automatic transmission, and it's rear-wheel drive. It produces 450 horsepower and 410 pound-feet of torque. All right, guys, so back inside of the Mustang here, as you guys can see, it's really nice, and I'm very glad I got a chance to check out a facelifted S550 generation, and that's because this has to be, I think, one of my favorite modern Mustangs that have been out now for a few years. Yes, when I did start this channel, I did do an S650 first, a GT model, which was nice. Then I did the EcoBoost a couple of weeks ago, and now I'm glad to be doing an S550 GT Premium. This one here is really nice. It does have a lot of cool things. Like I mentioned, you have the digital cluster up here, which is really, really cool. You have the 8-inch display here, which does give you a good amount of information. The 10-speed automatic transmission, heated and ventilated seats. You can change the different modes in here if you want, which is pretty nice. And overall, I really just love how this thing looks and definitely how this thing sounds. So with that being said, guys, no window sticker on this one either, but this one did have a sticker price of just under $50,000 when it was brand new a few years ago. And so with that said, it is a really, really nice example of what an S550 Mustang will continue to be, even though they're now on the used market. So with that said, guys, that's going to do it here for this walk around and tour of this beautiful 2022 Ford Mustang GT Premium, finished off in grabber blue metallic excuse me, with the ebony leather perforated interior. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.